Ladies and gentlemen, kindly take your seats. The event will start in a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly take your seats. The event will start in a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, please rise for the national anthem. Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, أهلا وسهلا and a very warm welcome to you all. I am Suhan Wailati, and it is my great honor to stand before you tonight as we gather in the heart of Riyadh for the opening of the 61st ISOCARP World Planning Congress. We are truly delighted to welcome you to Riyadh, a city where heritage inspires modern ambition, and where every street, square, and skyline tells a story of transform action. Together, over the coming days, we will write the next chapter through dialogue, innovation, and the shared commitment to places where people not only live, but truly thrive. And to begin our journey here in the Kingdom, let us first discover what makes Riyadh the inspiring host of this global gathering. Please enjoy a short film about our lovely city.
They say cities are legends in themselves. Here's a unique one. Years ago, a town was born among the valleys of Najd region. The people who inhabited it formed a city that would later be called Riyadh. Centuries later, their hard work flourished and took the form of a vision of a city that became the largest in the Arabian Peninsula, and that plays a pivotal role in the Arab world. With its strong investment capabilities and its strategic geographical position. Today, Riyadh has ambitious goals within reach, and both the private and public sectors are thriving with remarkable momentum. Transformational projects are taking place. The Qiddiya, a massive entertainment, sports, and arts mega projects. The King Abdullah Gardens, Kaga, one of the largest temperature-controlled gardens in the world. Ad-Dir'iyya Gate to the new Murabbah and many other projects. These projects have been shaping new cultural, sport, and entertainment landmarks, unique tourism attractions, and vibrant destinations and communities. While Riyadh is rushing to a future with a one-of-a-kind transformation, some monuments were built to remain as they are, witnesses of the city's tremendous history, such as Al-Masmak, Al-Murabba Palace, and the historical neighborhood of Ad-Dahu. These landscapes proudly preserve Riyadh's memory with its rich details. One other thing that time hasn't changed is the unity, generosity, and hospitality of its people. That was and always will be the Saudi way, where culture and tradition walk hand in hand with advancement and technology. Today, by hosting the ISOCARP World Planning Congress under the theme Cities and Regions, Planning Pathways to Resilience and Quality of Life, Riyadh is leading the way to a city that is more of a true legend, offering a unique and fresh perspective to the world we live in.
Riyadh, a city in action, A capital in continuous motion, it is not just a place on a map, it is a vision realized, a dream unfolding before our very eyes. From its rich cultural heritage to its soaring future, this city embodies the spirit of transformation, resilience, and bold ambition. And behind this remarkable journey stands a leader whose vision, dedication, and unwavering commitment to urban excellence have helped shape not only the skyline of Riyadh, but the very quality of life for its people. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming a recorded message from His Highness Prince Dr. Faisal bin Ayyaf, Mayor of Riyadh Region.
ضيوف الكرام، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. وبعد، يسعدنا أن نرحب بكم اليوم في عاصمة المملكة العربية السعودية الرياض، وهي تحتضن هذا المجلس العالمي لتخطيط المدن ISOCARP. هذا التجمع العلمي المهم للنقاش والتحاور حول مستقبل المدن وتحدياتها المشتركة. سعيد جدا بصفتي الشخصية باستضافتكم جميعا، وكنت أتمنى أن أكون بينكم، لكني متأكد من أن مخرجات هذا التجمع ستكون بما يفيد مدننا وسكانها بشكل عام، وأتطلع ليس فقط للاطلاع عليها بل للاستفادة منها وتطبيقها في الرياض. من الرياض، العاصمة الحيوية والديناميكية والتي تشهد نمواً وتنمية سريعة وفي كافة الجوانب. فالرياض التي تزايد عدد سكانها من حوالي 50,000 ساكن في منتصف القرن الماضي إلى أكثر من 8 مليون ساكن اليوم، أصبحت اليوم المدينة العالمية ذات الحضور والتأثير على كافة الأصعدة. واليوم نفخر باحتضان مدينتنا لمشاريع عملاقة غير مسبوقة، مثل حديقة الملك سلمان، أكبر حديقة حضرية في العالم، والمسار الرياضي شريان المدينة الصحي من شرقها لغربها، والدرعية المشروع الذي أعاد التاريخ وحافظ على التراث، والقدية والمربع وغيرها من المشاريع. وبالإضافة لهذه المشاريع العملاقة، فالرياض عاصمة للتطوير والتنمية على مستوى بنيتها التحتية، من قطار الرياض الذي تم افتتاحه مؤخرا ويشمل 6 مسارات و85 محطة، إلى مشروع الرياض الخضراء، أكبر مشروع تخضير حضري في العالم والذي يستهدف زراعة شجرة لكل ساكن في المدينة خلال 10 أعوام، إلى مطار الملك سلمان الجديد وغيرها. كل هذا وأكثر في الرياض، ونأمل أن يكون حضوركم معنا اليوم فرصة جيدة لاستكشاف المدينة وزيارة هذه المشاريع والتفاعل مع بنية المدينة وخدماتها. ولكن الأهم من ذلك كله هو تجربة ود ورحابة أهل الرياض وسكانها والتفاعل معهم. الحضور الكريم، ضيوف الرياض الأعزاء، يعلم الجميع أهمية المدن ودورها، فأكثر سكان العالم يسكنون الآن في المدن، وهذه النسبة متوقع زيادتها في السنوات المقبلة بحسب توقعات المنظمات والمختصين. وقد ثبت للمختصين بأن العلاقة بين المدينة وساكنيها ذات اتجاهين، فمن ناحية الإنسان هو من يشكل المدينة كانعكاس لاحتياجاته ورغباته، وفي الوقت نفسه تؤثر المدن تأثيرا كبيرا على سكانها وتسهم في تشكيل طباعهم وحياتهم. ومن هنا تأتي أهمية الممارسة الصحيحة لبناء المدن وتخطيطها، وأهمية استدامة الممارسات والتطبيقات. واللقاءات مثل لقائنا اليوم تأتي في سبيل البحث المشترك عن أفضل الممارسات والآليات لخدمة الناس وتحسين جودة حياتهم من خلال بناء مدنهم. الحضور الكريم، نسعد بكم في الرياض، وندعوكم لاكتشاف جزء من تاريخها وتراثها العمراني، وأن تعيشوا معنا مستقبلها الذي نبنيه لتحقيق رؤيتنا العظيمة. ونكرر الترحيب بجميع المشاركين من داخل المملكة وخارجها، ونتطلع إلى أن تسهم مداولات هذا المؤتمر ومخرجاته في صياغة توجهات جديدة تعزز مرونة المدن وترفع جودة الحياة وتبني مستقبلا أكثر إشراقا لمدننا جميعا.
Thank you to His Highness Prince Dr. Faisal bin Ayyaf for his leadership, which reminds us that great cities are built not just with steel and stone, but through vision and courage. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Riyadh's ambition to the aspirations of cities worldwide, there is a global community that turns vision into reality. That community is ISOCARP. For more than 60 years, ISOCARP has united planners, thinkers, leaders across continents, driving sustainable urban development advancing the new urban and regional agenda, and fostering a world where cities are places where equity, resilience, and quality of life are progressed. Please join me now in welcoming, and we'll watch a short film together that tells the story of ISOCARP.
Cities and city regions are where humanity meets its future. They grow, they transform, they challenge us, and they inspire us. Behind every great town, city, and metropolis, there are planners who imagine what tomorrow can be, for and with the people and all stakeholders. This is the story of the organisation that brings those planners together. The year was 1965. Across the world, cities were rebuilding and expanding after decades of rapid social and economic change. Urban challenges were growing more complex, and planners felt the need for a truly global forum, a place to exchange ideas, debate solutions, and learn from one another. One of ISOCARP's defining characteristics is its role as a truly global network. Planners from all over the world can find in ISOCARP a community where they can connect with the right people and opportunities to develop, share, and compare ideas, initiatives, proposals, and projects. Our mission is to mobilise professional city and regional planners to co-implement the vision enshrined in the Sustainable Development Goals and the new urban agenda. ISOCARP's founders believed that planning should transcend national borders. Early on, they created what would become the Society's most important tradition, the annual World Planning Congress. Each year, a different city hosts the global planning community to discuss the pressing urban issues of the moment: regional development, sustainability, mobility, housing, climate resilience, and more. From its beginnings in 1965 to the global network it is today, ISOCARP continues to champion planning as a force for positive change. Because when planners come together, cities thrive, and humanity thrives with them.
ISOCARP is more than an organization. It is a global community of planners dedicated to shaping cities that are sustainable, resilient, and inclusive. Through collaboration, shared knowledge, and professional excellence, ISOCARP brings together experts from around the world to advance better urban futures for all. And to guide this global community with wisdom, vision, and dedication is Miss Elizabeth Bilper, President of ISOCARP. Elizabeth, we are truly, truly honored to have you with us here in Riyadh. And ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming her to the stage.
Your Highness Prince Dr. Faisal bin Abdulaziz bin Ayaf, Mayor of Riyadh, their distinguished guests, delegates, colleagues, and friends, their planners of the world. Welcome to the 61st ISOCARP World Planning Congress, here in the heart of a city that is rewriting its own possibilities. It's wonderful to see so many here gathering once again in the spirit of sharing, of reflection, of collective purpose, but also of co-creation of what is coming next. And it's good to see people that hold the policies, the pens, and the processes, but also the imagination to shape the future of our cities and regions. So let me begin by expressing our deepest gratitude to His Highness Mayor of Riyadh and to Riyadh Municipality for bringing the World Planning Congress here, for hosting us, and for your generous partnership. This Congress is special. The collaboration with Riyadh Municipality came along the celebration of 60 years of ISOCARP, the International Society of City and Regional Planners. And we are looking forward to continue the dialogue and collaboration for better cities and regions in action. Riyadh stands at a pivotal moment in its urban evolution, with one of the world's most ambitious city transformations undertaken. Massive investments in public transport, green and open spaces, cultural districts, digital infrastructure, they make Riyadh a living laboratory for 21st century planning. The city embodies the problems, the complexities, and the opportunities of rapidly growing metropolises, balancing growth with sustainability, modernization with heritage, and ambition with environmental limits. So Riyadh provides a unique vantage point from which to reflect on some of the global big urban challenges of our time. Extreme heat, water scarcity, social cohesion, mobility transition, and dynamic societal and cultural changes. Challenges that resonate with cities across arid and fast urbanizing areas in the Arab world and in the global world at large. Hosting this conference gives planners of the world the rare opportunity to learn directly from a city reinventing itself at scale and speed, and contribute global expertise to its unfolding journey. And this World Planning Congress, our global community gathering, offers its own powerful vantage point, a space where we collectively explore planning pathways for resilience and quality of life in its different dimensions. That is truly a global issue, and I think we can all relate to that. So it is here that the experiences and knowledge from different parts of the world, every corner, converge, resonate, and then ripple outwards again to cities, regions, and our communities that we serve. And against this backdrop, I would like to highlight two reflections that I think is important for the discussions in the days ahead. First, let's keep the world realities in mind and the planners we need to elevate. As you all heard in the news today and the past few days, parts of Asia, for example, are hit by worst floods in years, a reminder of the world of uncertainty we now inhabit. Over the coming days, as we discuss and reflect, I ask that we keep in mind the millions that live in disaster-prone areas, the millions that live through conflict and post-conflict realities, and the billion people living in informal settlements. In a world of multiple crises, climate change, biodiversity, polarization, inequity, spatial planning is more important than ever. And it must be planning that leaves behind no place and no community. So within this perspective, let's also keep the planners in mind that we must elevate. It is really important that we engage the young planners and also boost women in planning leadership in all their diversity. They carry perspectives, knowledge, and the courage that is really necessary for the future we shape and for future communities to thrive. So I'm proud that jointly, and this Congress is also about elevating these voices. Our young planners, for instance, they just completed an excellent young planners program here in Riyadh. Local and international young planners, side by side, working on a real case for the city. And tomorrow they will bring their ideas to the global stage. We know that such experiences are often life-changing, so please join tomorrow and also have a look at the YPP exhibition. This year also brings several firsts. Our first twinning program in collaboration with King Saud University and a large scholarship program. I'm equally proud that we are launching our first Global Women in Planning Awards. And over the past days, another first. It was a masterclass on artificial intelligence for urban decision-making. A team jointly developed and opening new frontiers for our planning profession. So my sincere thanks to the city for their generous support. And as we speak, kick-started this morning and continuing tomorrow, the first humanization track, also conceptualized and led by our international expert members, who are diving into and strategizing on the wide and the undefined lands in the city, and how this can be leveraged into sustainable neighborhood transformation and an inclusive future. And secondly, I invite you to reflect on two important skills when it comes to transformative change. It is the neighborhood skill. That's the key area for the human scale, where we all relate to, where communities can build safety, cohesion, and belonging. It's the level where resilience really becomes tangible and where the quality of life is felt first. It's about the citizens' lived experience, and it starts right at everyone's doorstep. And the other level is the regional scale. That's where the ecosystems, the mobility systems and networks, the water systems, the economic patterns and food systems shape long-term direction and sustainability. So this scale, very important for resilience, climate adaptation, and also the broader territorial connections that make our cities sustain. So these skills, again, important for a truly resilient places and regenerative places, a shift that this new era demands. And we are entering in a new era, which is new and a decisive one that demands really action and holds transformative potential for our disciplines, for our society, and for humanity. And we as an organization are also supporting this. So finally, for those who don't know ISOCARP, just a few words. We are a member-led, non-profit and leading global society of city and regional planners, uniting more than 700 individual and institutional members from more than 90 countries, and representing together over 100,000 planners. So for 60 years, our mission has been to advance excellence, the art and the science of planning, and to support cities and regions in becoming more resilient, inclusive and sustainable. And our strength, like also in our diversity, independence and public benefit purpose. And we bring a unique triple perspective, which is policy, practice and the academic world. So we bring planners from public sector, private sector and the academic sector together. So if you're not a member, I warmly invite you and your institution to join us. We are more than a network, we are a platform that is shaping global practice and influence the future of planning. We contribute to global agendas, we hold a special EcoSig accreditation, so we have consultative status with the UN, and we cultivate long-standing partnerships. But it's also a community where lifelong friendships grow, and I think many of our members can witness this, where planners support one another and young and senior professionals grow together. So at the end, with the delegates and with our members, we will present an ISOCARP Riyadh declaration, capturing the key discussions and the insights which will come out of this next few days in the Congress. And I look ahead with appreciation, with excitement, and with hope. Once again, I warmly welcome you, and I wish you great discussions, great insights, and friendships. I'm looking forward to meet you two here at the Congress. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Your inspiring welcome set the tone for a Congress dedicated to a meaningful dialogue and actionable change. And now we turn from words to movement, from global vision to local tradition. And here in Riyadh, heritage lives in rhythm, in movement, and in shared spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor the rich cultural fabric of Riyadh, we present Spirit of Riyadh, a live performance of Arda Najdiya, rooted in the heritage of Najd. The Arda embodies unity, rhythm, and the collective heartbeat of a proud people. Please enjoy. From the rhythm of tradition to the rhythm of the Congress, it is now time to turn our focus to the heart of our gathering, the World Planning Congress itself. To guide us through the days ahead, we are honored to welcome Dr. Wafa Al-Daily, ISOCARP Board Director of Congress. Wafa will provide the essential briefing that will help each of us navigate, connect, and engage deeply throughout this week's, as well as maximize the benefits of your participation. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Wafa Al-Daily to the stage.
Thank you very much. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Your Highness, Dr. Faisal bin Ayaf, Mayor of Riyadh, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, Madam President Elizabeth Bilaper. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening to everyone. It's a privilege to come to you to the 61st ISOCARP Congress, World Planning Congress, a milestone gathering held as we celebrate the Diamond Jubilee of ISOCARP. For 60 years or 6 decades, the society has brought together the world's planners to exchange knowledge, test ideas, and shape the future of cities and regions together. Today, we continue that legacy, and we have that renewed purpose with it. Our founders believed in a simple principle. Planning is not an isolated task. It is a collective responsibility. And it has a shared principles across different principles, institutions, sectors, and borders. Learning from one another makes our cities more resilient, more inclusive, and more sustainable. This Congress carried out this message forward. Riyadh, our host city, stands as a living example of transformation with bold, visionary, and forward-looking. This year's theme, we have cities and regions in action, planning pathways to resilience and quality of life, reflects not only the ambition of Riyadh and the kingdom's vision of 2030, but also the inspiration of cities worldwide, navigating an era of uncertainties, climate pressure, rapid growth, technological disruption, and social inequalities, challenging every principles of planning that we all know and we work with together. And yet, planners remain at the front of the challenges. If we don't act, then who else would act? This Congress offers a platform to face these challenges together. Over the next 4 days, the planners, researchers, decision makers from across the globe will explore ideas shaping urban future, from digital transition and climate adaptation to cultural identity, inclusive governance, and human experience of space and place. Our program is rich and diverse, and I would recommend you all to join every single of it. So we will have some thoughts and also some speaks offered by distinguished keynote speakers who will bring global experience to you all with a fresh insights. Then we will have high-level roundtables that will tackle the most pressing issues of our time. Planning cities at a seat and speed, and future foresights of scenarios of planning, women in leadership, resilience, placemaking, and evolving roles of the planning profession. 5 thematic tracks and multiple subtracks will anchor our academic and professional discussions. Then we will have special sessions, partner-led events, local organizing committee sessions that will highlight transformative work happening in Riyadh and beyond. Our special program will continue to grow. We have the Young Planning Professional Workshops that concluded, and on the 3rd of December, we will have the exhibition and the show and presentation. Invite you to enjoy this presentation. We have humanization tracks, masterclass, do track, technical tours, cultural tours, add depth and experience to the Congress journey. And for the first time, we are hosting the Student Training Program and the ISOCARP Scholarship Program. This initiative made possible through the generous support of Riyadh Municipality. Their commitment of empowering young planners deserve our deepest thanks. This year, Congress also celebrates excellence and knowledge production. We are presenting the 2025 ISOCARP Planning Awards, 6 different awards and categories that will be in the 3rd day of the Congress. Please join the celebration of awards and the accomplishments of the recipients. We are honored to unveil several major publications as well. That is the ISOCARP at 60 years, member-led publication as was announced before in the stage. Then we have the ISOCARP review of the world planning practice, Diamond Edition of 2025. Before I end my note, please allow me to share a few remarkable numbers of our Congress that reflects the scale and energy behind the Congress, where we have 719 abstracts submitted, over almost 900 participants registered, 130 young planners applications, 43 masterclass applications, 29 humanization track applications, over 250 scholarship applications, and finally 90 student training program applications. This number speaks to something larger, the growing global trust in ISOCARP and the appeal of Riyadh as a destination of learning and innovation, and the shared belief that planning does matter for everyone, now and more than ever. I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the local organizing committee, to His Highness and the team behind that, ISOCARP leadership and team, and our partners, and everyone who worked tirelessly over the past year to come to that stage today. Your dedication is visible everywhere around us today. Your efforts have paid off, so thank you so much. As we begin this Congress, I invite you all to connect, collaborate, and imagine new possibilities for our cities and regions. Let us leave our Congress with not only inspirations, but also with equipment, tools that we can apply when we go to our offices or desks. I know now I will handle the stage over to our general rapporteurs who are going to take you through the tracks and the themes that we have in the Congress, Nadine and Yurih. But thank you for being here with us, and I wish you all an exceptional experience in our Congress. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Wafa. Thank you for the clarity and guidance ensure we are all ready to engage meaningfully throughout this week. And now, as we look ahead, it is time to explore the intellectual heart of WPC 61, the Congress theme, tracks, and the brilliant team behind it. This year's theme, Cities and Regions in Actions, Planning Pathways to Resilience and Quality of Life, reflects a dynamic call to move from theory to practice, from vision to impact. And to introduce us to the thematic framework, the diverse tracks, and the dedicated team who have shaped this Congress, we are delighted to welcome Dr. Nadine Bitar and Dr. Orech Groth, the WPC 61 General Co-Rapporteurs. Please welcome on stage.
Hello, everybody. I welcome you from my side. We heard already in the video and in the presentations that ISOCARP is about a truly global network, and it's also about lifelong friendship. And there is a lot about planning, yes. However, we have to ask ourselves, for whom do we do this Congress? ISOCARP is not a highly specialized network in one city. No, it is a global one. So here you have people from many, many countries. All regions of the world are represented here, women, men, and also very important, we are not all planners. For example, I'm a social scientist, and it's always fun when I talk to Professor Hope about what is my real profession. We can discuss all evening about it. We come from very different directions, have done different things. And now is the question, how do you do a Congress for such a diverse community? And so you see, organizing a Congress for the substantive part of a Congress needs more than for some other societies. It's more complex, and it has to be inspiring. And yes, ISOCARP it's the 61st Congress, and we wouldn't be at the cutting edge of planning if we wouldn't be always innovative, try new things, and also have continuity. Of course, the best is if you orchestrate a Congress in the right way so that everybody is assured to be inspired and to learn a lot. But you see me here with this gear, what I'm wearing. I attended today the technical tour to King Abdullah Botanical Garden. That was a lot more impressive than I thought. I visit a botanical garden as I know them from Germany, but this is a completely new one. At the peak, there were 6,000 people working to build this garden. They came also, there is a similarity to ISOCARP from very different professions. They come from different countries. They all come to this site of the King Abdullah Garden to do one thing. What is the most important thing? You won't believe it. It is just to build an enabling environment to let plants grow. That is everything these 6,000 workers aim at. And then, of course, so that the people from Riyadh and from all the world who visit Riyadh enjoy that. But it needs a very integrated approach to have this enabling environment. It cannot be the gardeners who will work there cannot guarantee that the plants all will grow. Some may dry up, and so, but they do their best. They have cooling systems. They have traditional air ventilation in some of the halls. It's very, very interesting. So I'm really amazed, and so I'm proud wearing what they gave us as present, the helmet and the vest. And we at ISOCARP, of course, we want to do something similar. We cannot force you to be creative, yeah, and we cannot force you to have new ideas here. But we want to do is to provide you an enabling environment and therefore you heard all this already from Elizabeth and Wafa, the different activities which are planned. This is all part of the menu. So we had already 2 book launches. We will have the keynote speakers, the paper sessions, many of them. We have the technical tours, cultural tours, and we have the food. Yeah, thank you again to Riyadh for this generous hospitality. You know, I came the first time to Riyadh in 2008. At the time, I worked for the UN, and we still were supporting the 5-year development plans of the kingdom. And we did that for a couple of years until the Vision 2030 took over. And I would have never imagined that one day, so 17 years later, I would stand here as General Rapporteur of the Congress in such a dynamic, thriving city. And I'm proud to work on this enabling environment. I want to invite you to attend that. However, it also needs some structure. And with this, I want to hand over to my dear co-general rapporteur. I think we are an excellent team. We met the first time in September, but since January we are online teamed up. And please tell us more about the structure and the team. Yeah, because we have a large team.
Yes, we do. First, let me tell a personal story, because it's my profound honor to serve as the co-general rapporteur, because I could be, not sure, the first woman from the Arab Mashriq to hold that position in the 60-year history of the Congress. And to that, I owe my thanks to Elizabeth, Frank, and Wafa for their trust in me and all of you. My journey to the stage began many years ago as a young girl in Beirut in the early 1990s, walking through a city emerging from difficult times. I asked myself a question that would shape my entire life. How do we build a city, not only its physical form, but a sense of place, its natural system, its dignity, its memory, and its humanity? And such question became more important 23 years ago. I was welcomed by my GCC brothers and sisters to witness the urban and economic transformation of the Arab Gulf region. It guided my work across 9 cities and 40 urban communities. Why the Middle East? Because 274 million people in the Arab region now live in urban areas, a figure expected to reach over 360 million by 2050. Our region is witnessing one of the fastest urbanization rates in the world, with 70% urban population today. And we have also the highest youth demographic globally, with over 55% under the age of 30, demanding jobs, demanding housing, urban infrastructure, and inclusive public services. So we are also among the most climate vulnerable worldwide. Temperature increasing twice the global average, summer peaks, water scarcity. In fact, 18 of the world's 20 most water-stressed countries are located in my region. According to the League of Arab States, the region will require over 50 million new housing units by 2040 to meet demand. But also we are leaders. We are leaders in urban development. From Riyadh to Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Doha, Muscat, Manama, and beyond, our region stands at the crossroad of urgent challenges and unprecedented opportunity. That makes us one of the most consequential regions for the future of urban planning on the global stage and regional planning as well. Standing here in Riyadh, the driving force of the Arab Middle East world, and one of the fastest transforming urban laboratories of the planet, is both deeply symbolic on a personal level, but profoundly meaningful for our region. And this year's theme is about that. It's about capturing the dynamism that we have in that region and making sure that we move into implementation, recognizing that resilience is no longer a technical option, but a social necessity that improves quality of life. And it calls on all of us to create these cities and regions to become more inclusive, more adaptive, and centered on human well-being. And for that, we have 5 tracks: sustainable urban growth in a world of multiple crises, urban economy and the digital age, where we're going to talk also about artificial intelligence. Track 3 will talk about adaptation of dynamic cities to extreme climate conditions. Track 4 is about culture, identity, inclusive urban transformation and placemaking, and track 5, how do we govern all of this in an agile, co-creative way? And allow me here to thank our track rapporteurs, and I want to mention them, if you allow me, name by name. For track 1, Abdulwahab Al-Ailani, Nathalie Ghawi, Yasmin Akour, and Priyanka Probit. Thank you. For track 2, Akos Bona, Munir Kabbara, Fibri Konyuan, and Isabel Rad. Okay, now for track 3, Rafif Abdel Malak, Lucy Bali, Hadil Al-Najjar, and Rajri Kamat. For track 4, Greg Muse, Raghad Al-Ajjaj, Sabnab Hoshkara, and Shraddha Shandan. And for track 5, Familiaru Tokumbu, Julio Carillo, Opiyami Comfort, and Wael Bakhit. Please stand up to give you a big applause, our 20-track rapporteurs. And with that, I want to end that we are also celebrating excellence. So my dear friend Tiana is going to walk us through the ISOCARP Awards, highlighting outstanding plans, but also maybe our first Women in Planning Awards in the next coming days. This Congress is a global platform of action, a place where ideas turn into partnership. Your Excellency and distinguished guests, as someone whose journey began in a city of 4,000-year-old, in a region where urban planning existed 4,000 years ago, I stand here with deep conviction that our region, the Middle East and North Africa, is not only a region of challenges, but a region of urban innovation, resilience, ambition, and possibility. So here, I want to say that our Congress might be one of the most significant global planning congresses of this decade, and this is what we're working at. I thank our host. I thank Riyadh Region Municipality, the amazing LOC team, the amazing ISOCARP leadership, the board, our valuable partners. But each one of you, I met Dr. Jane Godwell before she passed away, and there is one thing she always tells me: you matter, your role matter, and your voice matter. Engage, engage, engage. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nadine and Dr. Orech. You have beautifully framed the journey ahead of us. And we are now deeply privileged to welcome a leader whose work bridges the global and the local, policy and practice. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Helen Fadip, MBE and FRTPI, and the president of the Royal Town Planning Institute. Helen, we're really honored to have you here with us tonight.
I would like to start by saying, Your Highness, Excellencies, esteemed guests, fellow planners, friends, Assalamu alaikum. It is an honor to have been asked to say a few words at the opening ceremony of the ISOCARP 61 World Planning Congress. I am Helen Fadipe. I'm the president of the Royal Town Planning Institute, also simply known as RTPI. For those who are not familiar with the RTPI, let me say a few words about who we are. The RTPI is a global organization for professional planners. We have over 27,000 members in over 80 countries. We are a non-profit organization. We represent our members around the world. We champion planners and the planning profession. We advocate for planning. And it's led solutions, so planning-led solutions to achieve excellent placemaking and sustainable development that meets the needs of the present and future communities. We also accredit planning schools worldwide, and we provide training and professional development for our members. We promote planning knowledge and practice. In addition to being the president of the Royal Town Planning Institute, I am also the chair of the Global Planners Network, GPN. The GPN is the largest network of international and national planning organizations globally, as well as organizations with an interest in planning. Together, we represent over 100,000 professionals. The RTPI has the privilege of holding the secretariat for the network and coordinating the World Town Planning Day campaign. This year's theme, With Planning We Can, was a wonderful opportunity to highlight the positive impact of planning globally. The World Town Planning Day, for those who don't know, is always held on the 8th of November every year. So please look out for next year's World Town Planning Day and do join in the celebration. This year, I have the great honor of being the 111th president of the Royal Town Planning Institute. I'm the first Black and African descent of the Institute, over 100 years. I'm also the ambassador for our institute and our members. During my presidential year, I've had the immense honor of meeting so many outstanding planning professionals who are passionate about promoting planning-led solutions and delivering outstanding plans and placemaking. And what a better moment to celebrate the role of planning in creating healthy, socially inclusive, economically and environmentally sustainable places than in front of this great gathering and within this amazing setting. I would like to take the opportunity to thank our host, the Amana of Riyadh, for their very warm welcome and hospitality, and also a very warm and special thanks to His Highness Prince Faisal bin Ayaf, the Mayor of Riyadh. I would also like to thank the President of ISOCARP, Elizabeth Mepin, and the Congress team for the generous invitation. The Royal Town Planning Institute enjoys a close partnership with ISOCARP. ISOCARP is also a member of the Global Planners Network, and we work closely in terms of setting a direction for World Town Planning Day. So we look very much to contributing to this conference. And we are also a partner organization, and we have a session on Wednesday morning. And please do join us then to hear about new settlements. I have to say the program itself looks very impressive, and I would like to congratulate the whole team about what is already turning out to be a fantastic event. Globalization impacts on planning through new technology, new transport systems, and new ways of living. At the same time, it is driving global approaches to policy, problem solving, and the sharing of best practices and ideas. As an institute that serves a diverse and international membership, the Royal Town Planning Institute is working to establish planning as a positive force for global sustainable development. We are also committed to support the capability and capacity of planning and planners worldwide, and to provide thought leadership as a learned society. The theme of the conference, Planning Pathways to Resilience and Quality of Life, embodies what planners strive to achieve in their professional capacity. Whether they are engaged in innovative research and policy development, teaching the next generation of planners, or delivering outstanding places for their clients. So, thank you very much for convening such a unique gathering of practitioners, decision makers, and academics to exchange ideas, celebrate best practice, and promote learning and innovative planning-led solution and thought leadership. I'd like to leave you with one word tonight. And please, if you're on social media, tweet it, send it across, and that is together with planning we can. Shukran. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much, Helen. We extend our deepest gratitude to all our distinguished speakers whose words have illuminated our path forward. A special thank you to the Riyadh Municipality, Al-Amana, for their exceptional hospitality and partnership in making this evening possible. And to each one of you, delegates, guests, and friends, thank you for your presence, your energy, and your shared commitment to shaping better cities and regions. And before we proceed to the gala dinner, we would like to impress in our memories of a lifetime this historic moment, and we kindly invite His Excellency Assistant Mayor, Engineer Saleh Al-Mkhadib, designated representatives from the Riyadh Municipality Al-Amana, and members of the ISOCARP board, keynote speakers, and GRs. Please join us on stage to have a group photograph, please. And thank you all. Let's capture this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, dinner now is being served. Thank you and enjoy your evening.